All praise to God. Welcome to our channel, and thank you watching this video. This playlist is completely for how to make diseases disappear, and how to help your body heal itself, and how to self-heal your mind, body, and soul. In the previous video, we discussed about sneezing and runny nose, common cold, chest cold, cough, asthma, wheezing, NOSE blocking, TB or pulmonary tuberculosis, and vomiting and dysentery. If you're not watched that video, please go and watch the video. Previous video link is available in the description. Kindly have a look, and if you feel these videos are useful for you, then support us. If you think this playlist is useful for others, then share the video. Come, let's go to today's topic: fever. Waste matter goes out of our body in the form of phlegm through nose, in the form of vomit through the mouth, and in the form of stools through anus, in the name of treatment. If we stop it from going out, this waste matter keeps on accumulating in our body. If we do not allow it to go out, our body then takes a decision. It forces us to lie down, and then it burns all the waste matter by heating them up in a bonfire inside our body. This is called fever. Thus, fever is nothing but an excellent wastage disposal treatment given by the body by heating up the waste matter to burn them and send them out of our body when we breathe out air through our nose. There are 3 reasons for our body getting fever. These are: 1. When wastages accumulate in our body, fever occurs in order to send them out. 2. When disease-causing germs, bacteria or viruses enter our body, fever occurs to kill them and save our body. 3. When our body is affected by any disease or injury, fever occurs in order to save us from these dangers. Therefore, fever is not a disease. Some doctors say that fever is a disease. It is wrong. Fever is the treatment given by the body. Now we will learn about fever in detail. Our body temperature will always be 37 degrees centigrade, 4 degrees centigrade, irrespective of the country or the place we live in. Our body temperature will always be 37 degrees centigrade. Similarly, every animal and every bird have a specific body temperature. Even if a person goes to a cold place, his or her body temperature will always be 37 degrees. Even if that person goes to a hot country, his or her body temperature will be always 37 degrees only. There is a part in our body called temperature controlling organ. Its job is to maintain the temperature of all the parts of our body at 37 degrees centigrade at all times, which is equivalent to 98.4 degrees Fahrenheit, when our body is functioning so sensibly. If all of a sudden, our body temperature increases to 101, 102 degrees, what could be the reason for this? Our body does not increase the temperature suddenly in a foolish way. It is increasing it sensibly for the specific purpose of sending out the waste matter from our system. It is increasing the temperature only because the higher temperature is needed for the body at that time. Therefore, when we get fever, the increase in temperature is beneficial to our body, and we need not be scared about it. You can check this when you get fever. You will find that more air will be going out through your nose. If you keep a white cloth near the nose, yellow sediments will appear on that white cloth. Usually, waste particles do not come in the air that we breathe out. When we have fever, this yellow stain comes due to the waste matter that comes out in the air we exhale. Therefore, please understand that fever is not a disease at all. Fever is the treatment given by the body. So, what should we do when we get fever? First of all, our body tells us that it is tired. So we should not do any work and take rest by lying down on the bed. We should not lie on foam bed or sofa. We should lie down on a grass mat or a mat made of date palm tree leaves only. We can also use bed made of cotton or silk cotton. We should not use nylon or rubber sheets. We should lie down in a place having fresh air. We should avoid watching TV, talking on cell phone, etc. We should keep our eyes closed. We have to retain the heat in our body by covering it with woolen blanket or any other such cover. Many people say that fever will be cured if we take head bath in cold water. This is a wrong treatment. If we take head bath in cold water when we have fever, it will appear as though fever has been cured, but it will not be cured. When our body has increased the temperature for a specific purpose, we are reducing the temperature by pouring water on the head. Therefore, our body gets afraid and tells us, "I am going away now, but I will come back and give you the fever again." So, the body stops the fever, but it has also stopped the cure. When the body increases its temperature with a purpose in this way, we should not reduce it. Some people say that fever will come down if we keep a cloth dipped in cold water in our armpits. This is a wrong treatment, and we should not do this. When our body is curing the disease by increasing the temperature, we should not try to reduce it. Usually, we go to a doctor when we get fever. Many doctors give an injection or prescribe a medicine or tablet within a couple of hours of having the medication. After we come home, we will get sudden sweating. After much sweating, our fever will disappear. You may think that the fever has been cured due to the injection. medicine or tablet that you took. It is not true. The injection, medicine or tablet that doctors all over the world prescribe does not contain any medicine for destroying the germs causing any disease or for curing the fever. It only contains the medicine for activating the sweat glands in our body. This medicine makes all the sweat glands in our body to work suddenly. So, our body gets afraid. It abuses us saying, "When I am taking all the trouble to increase the temperature, someone has reduced it by activating the sweat glands without my permission," and it leaves the job saying, "I am going away now, but please remember, when I come again the next time, I will create a fever bigger than this." Therefore, if we follow any local treatment or use any wrong medicine and imagine that we are curing the fever, then it is a cruelty that we do to our own body. When we get fever, we have a bitter taste in our mouth. Why does your mouth taste bitter only when you get fever and not at other times? It is because your body talks to you. It says, "Please do not eat anything now." But what do we do when we get fever? Normally, when we are busy with work, we may eat just a little quantity of food and rush for work. But when we have a fever, we will keep milk, bread, bun, cookies, fruits, etc. around us and eat a lot. When we are normal, we are supposed to eat more, but we eat less. When we have fever, we should not eat at all, but we eat more during that time. Please do not eat anything when you feel bitter taste in your mouth. If you eat at that time, then your body will increase the fever and not reduce it. Some people may feel that their fever is reduced after eating, but it is not true. After we eat, in order to digest the food, our body postpones the fever. Once the digestion is completed, the fever will come back again. Please understand that when a person has fever and feels bitterness in his tongue, he does not need food at that time. If the food goes through the mouth during that time, it will increase the disease. Therefore, we should not eat at all during these times. When we get fever, we should lie down and take rest. If we feel thirsty, we should drink lukewarm water only. The water that we drink should not be boiled. The reason for this has been clearly explained in this book under the heading related to water. Please read it. When we heat up the water, we should drink it immediately when it is heated just up to the drinkable temperature. If we are hungry, we can eat rice gruel, wheat porridge, or some natural foods, fruits, or tasty vegetables which can be eaten without cooking. Other than these items, if we eat any items such as milk, bread, bun, cookie, etc., it will cause harm to our body. But doctors advise us to consume milk and bread when we get fever. Government hospitals also give only these things to the patients. All these items are good only for the countries situated in cold weather areas where temperature varies between -10 and -20. Please understand that it will be harmful to the body if we follow these food habits in countries where the climate is warm or hot. You should feel happy if you get fever. Fever comes only to a person who has the strength in the body to fight diseases. Imagine that there are 4 extremists in a forest. If we send 2 policemen with sticks to catch these 4 extremists, what will happen? They will go to the forest and observe. If they see the 4 extremists with knives, they will return without fighting. We may now send the 4 policemen again with knives. Now, if they see the 4 extremists with revolvers, they will come back again without fighting. We may send the 4 policemen again with revolvers. This time, if they see 10 extremists with assault rifles, they will return back once again without fighting. What we can understand from this is that we will never fight if we find that our enemy is more powerful than us. But when 15 policemen go with assault rifles, if they see 4 extremists with knives, they will fight with them and win. If we understand this logic, we can understand the power of our body for fighting the diseases. If we get fever, it means that the power of our body to fight the disease is more than the power of the disease. So, you should be happy if anybody in your house gets fever, and you should celebrate it by distributing sweets to your neighbors. But please do not give sweets to the person who has fever. Some people proudly say that they never got fever for several years. Either they are very healthy or they may not have absolutely any resistance to diseases. If these people get fever, it will be very severe. So, our body will be healthy only if we do not take any medicine or tablets when we have fever. Since fever is not a disease, there is no need of treatment for it. Fever itself is actually a treatment. When the fever increases and the temperature shoots up, there is a danger of children or elders getting seizures. Sometimes, some people may have the fear of losing the life. There is a simple way to prevent this. There is a danger of getting seizures only if the temperature increases in the brain area due to the fever. There is no such danger if temperature rises in any other part of the body. Therefore, during times of fever, we should take a white cotton cloth, fold it to the width of the forehead, dip it in ordinary cold water and squeeze it and apply it on the forehead. The cloth will dry up when the temperature is high. At that time, we should again dip it in water and place it on the forehead. If we do this repeatedly, then the temperature in the brain area will not increase even if the temperature of the rest of the body increases. Thus, we can save ourselves from fits or any other serious condition. Those who keep a wet cloth on the forehead will never get fits. Whenever you get fever, please follow the guidelines above. Have rest for 2 days by taking leave from office or college and cure your body by yourself. But many people ask, how can I lie down in the house for 3 days? I have a lot of work. Think for a minute. If you get fever and undergo several tests, and when you are told that you have typhoid and you have to get admitted in the hospital to take treatment, then are you not ready to take 15 days rest? Will you take rest for 15 days only if your disease is given a name? Can't you give yourself a rest without knowing the name of the disease? It is all because of your belief. When you are in the hospital, you think, I am in the hospital, the doctor is there, he is giving treatment to me. The real fact is that you are treating yourself. No medicine or tablet can cure your fever. Let us remember that. Whenever we get fever, if we try to contain it or suppress it by using medicine and tablets, the fever will become more severe when it comes the next time. Then, what we need to do in such situations, that we will see in the next video. Stay tuned. We'll meet up soon in the next video. I am sharing the information according to my knowledge and only for the educational purpose. Our motto is, I am a world citizen. Every citizen is my own kith and kin. Thank you for watching this video. We are not alone in this journey.